I recently had a couple guys asking me questions about for next year's hunt in 2026, and we were going over transporter versus getting a boat and maybe a vehicle and staging that in Alaska and how that process works. But what I found interesting is that these guys didn't feel that they had enough time to get a boat or a truck and have it ready in Alaska. And in reality, you have plenty of time. If you're going to go hunting next fall, I mean, right now we're just before Christmas here, 2025. And if I want to go elk hunting next year and I need a truck and an ATV, well, I'm going to go get a truck and an ATV. And I can do that in January and be ready to go. Same thing goes for Alaska, except right now Alaska's we're in, it's in a deep freeze right now. Everything's locked up, so boats don't typically move too well right now, even though right now you can get them the cheapest would be during the winter months. Come spring, they're going to be more expensive because people are going to try to off them at a high price or whatever they can get for them, because it's getting ready to be the fishing season. Because when you get a boat, it's not just for moose hunting anymore. You've now unlocked all of Alaska for fishing. And then that rolls, then you fish all summer long, go to this river, go to that river, go to the ocean towns, and maybe stay out in the, depending on the boat that you get, you might want to stay close in to port, but you can still fish for amazing stuff. I fished for halibut like 400 yards off the port of a certain town here in Alaska and caught halibut, but kind of got off point there. But anyhow, come springtime is when we will be looking for a lot of boats. I have several clients right now I'm going to be looking for boats for. That's part of what I do. I part of the packages is that I help them find a boat, the right kind of boat. It's like buying the right kind of ATV, or not knowing and buying a two-wheel drive truck when you need a jacked up four-wheel drive off-road beast of a truck to get back into those really nasty areas, which is the name of the game, isn't it? Getting further away than anybody else, or getting to where people can't go. And that's the same game we're playing here in Alaska. So yeah, there is plenty of time to get a boat, the right kind of boat, and a truck. But the issue is being a non-resident, you don't know where to go, right? But that's where I come in. I know where to go. I've hunted Alaska for over 30 years, and I know exactly where to go. I've got so many places to go that I haven't been able to even hunt because I've already got such good locations that I just go hunt where I know I've been hunting, and I got some favorite spots, and I've drawn close to some of my hunting camps that just bring back a lot of memories. So even though I see giant moose all over the place in my travels, in my flights, I still know that I kind of cherish my own personal hunting spots, right? I'm sure you do too. Once you get used to a hunting location, the memories from the previous hunt and the family and friends that went with you, that's part of it. But I can help you with getting a location, and you get dialed in. All you got to do is get the boat and the vehicle. Now, the only caveat to that is if you've never run a boat before. Now you're going to need time. And what I mean by that is you're probably going to need to buy a boat in the lower 48 and run that boat. Get used to that boat. It's still got to be the right kind of boat, but you got to get used to running some rivers down here in the I'm in the lower 48 right now. This is where I spend my winter months now, snowbirding. I'm at that age where I can do that. And my wife is kind of tired of the cold, and I don't need to brave 30, 40 below. And right now in Fairbanks, I believe it's 27 below, and has been for the past week or so, and it's forecasted to be colder. So I say down here where I can enjoy life a little better, green grass. For now, come some springtime, I'm back to Alaska, and summer and fall, that's where my heart's at. Anyhow, if any one of you want to know more, I always leave a link to in the comments, or you can always DM me, instant messenger, you know the drill. And I would love to talk with you, give you options. This is about giving you options that you don't think that you have. And you do. You have it. When I showed up in Alaska, I was a pretty avid elk hunter and deer hunter in Montana. I was successful as a bow hunter. And when I came to Alaska, it was a different ball game. Alaska's so big, where to start. And then people don't tell you where to go. They're not going to tell you their coveted hunting locations. So there's a learning curve there, but I can help you bridge that learning curve. Basically, I can help you buy back time and get to Alaska, get to a location that is yours. You can have it for the rest of your life. I don't give out locations twice. It's only once. And let's get you dialed in to where you can now take that boat, have a truck, stage it in Alaska, go to that hunting location year after year, start bringing all your friends with you, then maybe your family, your wife. It's yours. You do what you want after that. But you get dialed in from the get-go. You take off on a dead run. It's just like if someone told you their coveted elk hunting spot or their mule deer spot, or where there's always really giant whitetails, and they give that information up to you. That is priceless. Otherwise, you would take years to learn where those big old honey holes are at, right? Same thing in Alaska. Anyhow, DM me, give me a shout, email, join my free community for sure. And I would love to help you. One more thing. Have you heard about this company called wildborncoffee.com? Wildborncoffee.com. If you're a coffee drinker, I'm really liking this coffee. Yeah, give it a try. Anyhow, talk to you later, guys. Be safe, and Merry Christmas to all of you. Merry Christmas. No drinking and driving. All right, take care.